Welcome back. In a world of entertainment ripe with corruption, my next guest has had to overcome a stacked deck time and time again. And he's sure he is going to be the next undisputed Great British heavyweight champion. TK Cooper, thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Now, given the context that we've just touched on, how do you feel about your place in Revolution Pro Wrestling? And do you even want to be at the top of such a crooked organization?
Well, I mean, you understand better than anyone, right? Like, Rev Pro is arguably the biggest independent company in the country, if not in independent wrestling as a whole. So it'd be stupid not to want to be at the top of that, and then what that can sort of open up in terms of a platform beyond, like whether that opens up avenues to America, Japan, Mexico, etc. So despite everything wrong, seemingly within this company, it's still important to people like me, people like you, people like us, to get to those heights. And it just seems like systematically there are people who are obviously shoulder tapped, specifically chosen for specific roles, and for whatever reason, there are people like me, people like you, people like us that either get ignored, get looked over, or get used as a platform, a springboard for other people. And since last summer, I felt almost obligated to sort of challenge that status quo somewhat on your behalf. You know, things have happened between us that we've addressed, and you know, and then there are other people who are yet to sort of come on board. And you know, it's not really about the fans anymore. It's not really about our colleagues at all. You know, like it's not really about Shah Samuels or Trent Seven or JJ Gale, because they just don't really seem to have any sort of like contemporary understanding of like what our places can be and Revolution Pro, because everyone's gotten so comfortable with just being a part of the system.
Right. So you talk about just being a part of the system and having preferential treatment for certain players at Rev Pro. Tell me about how you're feeling when you're at York Hall. You've been in the half crab, which has tapped out so many people. You managed to overcome that without giving up. You got to the ropes, and then that's all taken away from you because the ref overlooks the rope break.
I mean, they will argue that it's a gray area. It's a contentious subject, I feel, is the rhetoric they try to get across on commentary or in their precious wrap up, right? That you have to. I think the example was play to the whistle. You know, at the referee's discretion is where the rules are. But then what's the point of rules if we're not going to, you know, follow them? Seems pretty logical from A to B, right? So it's still a painful memory. I feel like I was really on the cusp of something great that day, and sort of taken away from me by something that was completely out of my hands.
Absolutely. And in terms of recognizing that preferential treatment, like rules should be applied equally to everybody. Did you feel like the fans chanting, and I'll quote, bullshit at Michael Oku that day, was that validating for your experience of the match and in the company as a whole? Or are you seeing beyond that now? It doesn't really factor in.
I feel like
You're not going to hear that on the wrap. Stay with us. We'll be back.